It's in the game.
Texas, couldn't get off the sofa. The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel. Let me cook now. Only you understand me, you fill me up completely. And when I'm self-destructive, you make me feel so pretty. You always pull me closer to let me know that it's real. When I look at you, baby, I get overjoyed. I feel it inside deep. Finally, I'm happy to be. 'Cause I got love with you, baby. I figured out why I'm smiling. Nothing could stop me. Finally, I'm happy to be. I wanna thank you for taking me as I am. Need you to know that.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. On the Eagles sideline, there is their head coach. This team coming off a shutout victory last time out. On the other sideline, it is the Vikings head coach, Kevin O'Connell. His guys had the week off last week, so they are, in theory, rested up and ready to get back at it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
It's Jake Elliott ready to get this one kicked off. And off we go from Minneapolis. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in and mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. They'll start this one with a three tight end look. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. We'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one is caught by Addison. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
That's good for a Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard
Really nice job
line.
here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
Now here's Aaron Jones. It'll get forward to about the 42. Nolan Smith makes the tackle.
Brought down by Nolan
So everything
Smith.
this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
14 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings
From
up
the 22
2nd
now,
and 5.
here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they set up 1st and goal.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
Mason. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
On the tackle.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. 2nd down and goal. They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. This is toward the side of the end zone. Jordan Addison, touchdown Minnesota. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Gain there of 21. Good for an Eagles first down. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold him to a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Barkley's got the first down and more. And he will get into the end zone. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Justin Jefferson and this Vikings offense heading out for their next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. In trouble, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. This offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. He's going to tuck it and go. Well, they'll get some of the sack yards back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 8.
From the shotgun, and the throw, the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside of the 20-yard line.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment.
Ryan
So on
Wright
4th down, out comes Ryan Wright to punt for Minnesota. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. The Eagles offense are now ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The big defensive tackle, Javon Hargrave, brings that one to an end. They need to get to the 29 here, facing third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
A 55-yard.
Now, how about this? It's a fake. And that is going to be an absolute disaster. They wanted the holder to throw it, but he couldn't get away. Now they're going to turn it over on down. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
2nd and 12.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Madden, Josh Uche gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
To the middle of the field, taken in by Addison. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Here's Ryan Wright now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Eagles offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it here with Saquon. Barkley's got the 1st down and more. And finally, they'll bring him down, but he's up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Philadelphia.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Brought in by the tight end Dallas guy. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
180, 180.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And much more room to run on this one. Pick up of 8, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll try it now with Dillon. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have repped a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs.
On play action, Hurts got his man at the 6. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle is made here at the 3-yard line.
Great, set. And let's go. Trim.
Barkley trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal.
Great, set. 180.
Play action. Here's Hurts. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Harrison Phillips in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
On the return is Rodgers. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our look around the league starts now, and it starts with a good one here. And it's De'Ami Brown. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Jaguars come away with a 4-point victory. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's Kenneth Gainwell. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Steelers improve to 4-2 on the year with another win. One more to show you. Let's go to Cleveland. It's the Browns taking on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua. We occasionally see big plays out of the running game, but not necessarily this big, and not from the quarterback always. But he...
All right, Scott, thank you. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Jackson now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
The Eagles take over first
Saquon
and 10
Barkley and this
at their
Eagle
own
offense set to
29-yard
take
line.
over again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
A gain of 27 on the play.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Fake the give, now it's Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest.
So it's man coverage, Mike. You have to keep track of who your responsibility is. And in this case, he just drops him. He's wide open. Short throws turn into long runs, and they're inside the red zone.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play.
And it just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's got even stronger now here in the second.
They'll run with Barkley. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. They'll run with Dillon. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
At the 1-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They run it once more with Jones. It'll grind out a couple of yards, give them a little bit of space out to the 3. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. 3rd down and 9. Jones.
Aaron Jones on the carry. Tackle made at his own 9-yard line. A gain of 5. It's
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings,
right in punt
as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Here comes Jackson on the return. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On third down, here's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
From 31, here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down.
To throw, Hurts. To the right side, caught by Goddard. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. It is a big play for the Eagles. And even 30 yards. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal. On play action, here's Hurts. He's got his big tight end. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. His 6th touchdown now for the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
Elliott on now for the PAT. That one is no good, not even close. He missed it wide to the left. The score remains right where it's at. Scott, thank you back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9. As this drive starts with first down. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, here's McCarthy. Flushed to his left. He's going to keep it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll put Addison in motion. On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
Brings up second.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
There's Jefferson, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring him down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. On fourth down, here's McCarthy. And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs. They'll run it. It's Dillon. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
Philadelphia.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On first down, it's Hurts. That's caught A.J. Dillon. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
On second down, it's Dillon. He'll pop his head for about 4, but it will set up third down.
The 20-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Let's go. Trim it.
Try to run for it with Dillon. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal. As they're able to convert there on third and 3.
Goal at the 1-yard line.
Shipley. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Dillon trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Forced third down.
goal for Hurts. He puts it up, and it's caught. Dallas Goedert. Touchdown, Eagles. That is second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Will try to pick this up with a run. And he will get into the end zone. And that bumps this up to a 3-score lead.
7. Jake Elliott to kick off.
So following the score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return is Rodgers. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do at this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Gonna depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
It's 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He'll be forced outright, and he'll give himself up after picking up the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Vikings 1st down.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard
So, 2 minutes
line.
to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Set up the screen with Hawkinson. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
Brings up 2nd
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Complete to Justin Jefferson. It's a gain of 4.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Running here is Dillard. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. 2nd and 11.
2nd down at the Vikings 28-yard line.
It's another go with Dillon. Finding space at the 15. And he's going to have the 1st down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return is Rogers. He'll get across the 20, mark him down to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy.
McCarthy's pass.
Second down, they need 7.
A 2-yard gain.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They face second down and 7. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is McCarthy, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Now we'll get whistles, and they have signaled for a timeout. Curious there, not sure the logic, but one stoppage with 5 seconds to go. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.